Alright guys, welcome back to the SAT Show. In this video, we're going to be covering the state of Bitcoin and what I kind of interpret how the market is going to play out over the next couple of months to the end of the bull market. And yeah, about a week ago, I posted a video on my TikTok at around $60,000 before the Bitcoin breakout up here. And yeah, let me kind of explain what I said in that video and why I got a lot of hate for it. So the pi cycle indicator is actually a mix between the, I think, 700-day moving average and the 111-day moving average. And as you can see in the past, every single cycle, it has predicted the top relatively accurately. And right here in the 2013 cycle, we see that this was a double peak cycle, so it was actually different. It flashed once here, major pullback, and then continued to go up higher, flashed again, and then major pullback. And this led into the bear market. And as you can see here in the 2018 cycle, it flashed, and then that was at 20K, and then it dropped. And essentially what the pi cycle indicator is, well, technically supposed to be, is it's supposed to predict the top of a cycle within 3 days. So right here, what we were seeing a couple days ago was actually on April 11th, 9 p.m., the pi cycle indicator crossed. And essentially what that meant was, since we weren't at an all-time high already, it meant that Bitcoin had to put it in an all-time high before pulling back within the next 3 days. And that means that that would be the local top, obviously. And essentially that's what ended up happening. And I sold my Bitcoin at around, I'd say $60,000, and then we had the leg up. I posted this on my TikTok. We had the leg up to $64,000 as implied by the pi cycle indicator, and then it started to pull back. Obviously, we had around a 20% correction this morning. As you can see, it went from like $64,000 to $50,000 actually. Now, the reason why that I got a lot of hate on the video is because a lot of people were overly bullish on Bitcoin, and when you see this type of talking in the market, I literally got comments from multiple people saying that the bull market is never going to end. These are people getting in at like $40,000-$50,000 just hoping for it to like 100x over the next couple of years. And obviously on this channel, we take a data approach to checking out what Bitcoin is going to do. So obviously that is very unlikely. Another thing that I was also looking at was the fear and greed index at the time, and it was at extreme greed back then. And obviously extreme greed means that everyone's overly bullish, and Bitcoin usually doesn't stay in the extreme greed long before any pullback. And usually, yeah, 20% correction does happen. And the pi cycle indicator wasn't the only thing that I was looking at to come to this thesis that Bitcoin is going to have a major pullback. Let's look at the next thing. So the reason why I think that this current cycle is going to be a double peak cycle just like 2013, and how right now is not going to be the only pi cycle indicator flash of this cycle, is because of how the bull run actually played out. So in the 2017 cycle, Bitcoin actually had 7 touch points to the 20-week moving average on the way up. It was kind of a gradual ascension up before a blow off peak and then going down. And in that cycle, yeah, as I said, we had multiple touch points to the 20-week moving average. But if we actually compare this to the 2013 cycle, we had no touches to the 20-week moving average until the pi cycle indicator flashed, and then it came down. That's when it ended up touching the 20-week moving average. And the reason why I think that this current cycle is going to be similar to that is because of the way it ran up. As you can see, this run, the purple line is the 20-week moving average. We literally had no touch points to the 20-week moving average. We didn't have that much of those 30 to 40% reductions. And the fact that it ran up so fast in a short period of time, just like the 2013 cycle, and the fact that the pi cycle indicator has crossed, I do think that we're going to see a trend, a sideways kind of downwards trend for the next couple of months, before another huge run up to seeing price ranges up to $150,000. And I guess this is where I was kind of getting a lot of hate on TikTok, because I couldn't really explain everything in a 60-second video, as that's not enough time to explain all of this. And yeah, a lot of people were assuming that I was just saying this is the Bitcoin top. However, no, that is not exactly what I'm saying. I'm saying that Bitcoin is going to have a pretty large correction, kind of sideways movement throughout the summer, and then go up for another huge top near the end of the year. And obviously, as Benjamin Cowan would say, time is on our side, and the more longer the bull market is stretched out sideways, the more higher price ranges that we're actually able to see, because more money is able to flow in. And yeah, that's basically it for today's video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it so far, please leave a like and subscribe.